cash back. Hurry into the spring sell-a-thon, only at your local Ford dealer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Universal Circus! Are you ready to have a good time? I said, are you ready to have a good time?
Clystron 9 Local Forecast is brought to you by WeatherTight Windows. For windows and doors done right, call WeatherTight Windows for WeatherTight Mike.
All right, how about a glass of bubbly with your BOGO? If you go to Colorado, you can have some wine while you shop. The city of Edgewater just passed a law that lets shoppers drink alcohol. One shopping center calls it common consumption.
So common consumption is the ability to take a beverage from one of our liquor license establishments and then walk throughout the common areas or other businesses with Stanley.
So far, the idea has worked well. Owners say nobody has gotten drunk or belligerent. Marvel's latest blockbuster, Black Panther, continues to break records. It's officially the top-grossing superhero film of all time in the United States. The film passed 2012's The Avengers and is expected to reach $630 million domestically this weekend. When compared to other films, Black Panther is the fifth highest grossing film in U.S. history, behind Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Titanic, Avatar, and Jurassic World. Globally, the film has made more than $1.2 billion. He is only 16 years old, but this North Carolina teenager is already running his very own business, and he's helping others along the way. Spectrum News reporter David Ivey shows us why a lot of folks love Wilson.
I'm a full-time student, so I'm constantly doing homework and studying. And then I'm also running this business.
Wilson Matsuo is 16. He's a sophomore at Cary's Green Hope High School. And he also created his own business called Love by Wilson out of a passion to help others.
I just want to let basically everyone know that you can make a difference no matter if you're old, young, small, big. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone can make a difference.
His nonprofit makes and sells these bags. His inspiration came after another nonprofit that, since the bags overseas, stopped doing that. He then saw a TV program about the group One Simple Wish, which fulfills the wishes to 500,000 children in the U.S. foster care system.
So I connected the bags and One Simple Wish together to create Love by Wilson.
And 100% of the profits of Love by Wilson goes to that goal.
I make nothing off of this business. We give everything to the less fortunate, which I just think is the most important part.
Along with his generosity, this teenage CEO is a team player and humble.
Although I'm kind of the face and the CEO, I have about 10 other people that help me at One Simple Wish to help me get through this, and I have learned a lot about business.
I'll say he has, and we'll probably hear more about this young entrepreneur when he starts college.
When I started this, something kind of clicked in my brain, and I just loved business.
So it looks like the founder of Love by Wilson will be getting a lot of love right back. In Cary, David Ivey, Spectrum Bay News 9.
And so far, Loved by Wilson has donated 250 handmade bags and $6,000. 25 years since this Bay Area school scored a victory in this tournament. We introduce you to the player who led his team. He's our Athlete of the Week.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Diane Kaczmarek. Weather story for you. We've been warming up now, getting away from the chill, and that will mean morning lows and afternoon highs will be higher. So that warm trend continues over the next several days, even though we are looking at a front coming in on Monday. That front will push in from the northeast, though, and that's not a direction that really allows cooler air in here. We'll have northeast winds behind it, not north and not northwest, northeast. So we don't cool down much with that type of pattern. So overall, we keep the work week pretty warm. Let's look at what's happening in the upper levels of the atmosphere to how we're going to evolve this. We've seen a lot of heat in Texas over the last couple of days. There's a weak ridge of high pressure there. Snowstorms, cooler air, all in the northeast with that upper level pattern that way, and upper level troughs. So we get into Sunday afternoon, that's still going to be hanging around in the Atlantic for us, not far away. Ridge starts building in here on Monday, but this trough east of us starts deepening. This is how we'll get that front coming in from the northeast. And so again, it's not a direction that keeps us cool. And we don't stay in any cool air mass for long because this ridge of high pressure builds right back in and winds out by Tuesday. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we start watching an upper level trough develop out west. So this will cool Texas off. We'll have upper level energy coming through. Storms are likely with this pattern. This upper level trough will be responsible for bringing a front through here by Friday night. So we'll keep an eye on it as we get a little closer to that time frame. Now, as for what's happening in the morning, well, our temperatures will be a little higher than the morning before, about 62 in St. Petersburg and Tampa, 59 Bradenton, 56 in Winter Haven and Lakewood Ranch, to as low as 49 in Inverness. So not as chilly as the morning before. Now, if you're planning on being out and biking, how about the afternoon temperature? Right around 79 degrees. We'll look for winds out of the south and then west at about 10 to 12 miles per hour, mostly sunny skies. But keep in mind, if you're biking right near the coast, those temperatures will be lower than that 79. If you're in Polk County, expect low to even some mid-80s. Now, out on the waters, it will feel a little cooler because our water temperature is only 66 right now. South and then southwest winds at 6 to 12 knots. Wind speeds will be a little higher around the Nature Coast. But as for the next 7 days, we have about a 10% chance for rain on Monday. That will be from that front coming in from the northeast. The best chance will be on the Atlantic side, maybe some sprinkles in Polk County. We don't cool off much, about 80 on Tuesday for a high temperature, and then Wednesday up to 82. Breezy as we head into Thursday, and our temperatures move up. And our chance for rain, well, this looks like the best chance in the next 7 days, and that's on Friday. Here's Kleister on 9.
Is a wreck holding up your trek? A roadblock causing gridlock? Before you hit the road, tap the app, the Spectrum Bay News 9 app, exclusively from Spectrum.
Your evening news on Spectrum Bay News 9 is always ready when you are. It's your evening news on your time.
Spectrum Bay News 9 gets you caught up on what happened today.
A lot of questions on this
one. We're going to talk about that.
She is expected to be okay.
And helps you plan your tomorrow with your weather on the 9's forecast.
Showers in Citrus, Hernando, Pasco County, at Hillsborough, and back into Manatee.
Your evening news on your time. Spectrum Bay News 9, exclusively on Spectrum.
I've dealt with Fear Now Insurance for over 15 years. For my home, automotive, even my business insurance needs. They precisely explain the costs and coverages so I know exactly what I have. I like to deal with people I trust. That's why I deal with Fear Now Insurance.
Let us put your hard-earned money back in your pocket while giving you extraordinary